So I decide one day, watching TV with my student time out the last dragon. We're watching pay-per-view UFC 1 or 2. I forgot.
Yeah.
I said, I have to do this. You know what I mean? Who wouldn't want to do that? Honestly, who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah.
Right? I call up SEG. No, this card is already filled. Number 2 is already filled. No, you're too old for number 3. Then I speak to the owner of SEG, and he finally gave me someone by the name of Campbell McLaren, who is the vice president of the company. He came to my dojo, he watched me spar, move around, work out, all that stuff. Next day they called me and they said, we want you for UFC 4. I was like a kid in the candy store. Wow! Immediately hit the gym, put on 25 pounds.
You did? And how long?
Almost 3 months.
Yeah.
25 pounds. I was training Muay Thai, judo,
Combinations. Yeah. All around.
Pulling my girlfriend's car around the block with the chain, crazy, insane, crazy stuff. Regimen of like 1,000 push-ups a day, that kind of stuff. I break my left ankle 1 week before I fight Royce.
Seriously, I never knew that.
Fuck. Yes,
Yeah.
I was wrestling with the guy. His name is Leon Stevenson. 6'5", 320. He hit me with a suplex. My ankle hit the frame of the mat. The wooden frame.
Yeah.
And I broke my ankle 1 week before I fought Royce. I could have probably walked. It was unbelievably painful, but I couldn't not do it. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I said, what if I were to speak? You still have to be able to function, right? In reality, right? That's that military thinking, right? Even if this arm was off, you still have, So I went, and it was a beautiful experience. It truly, truly was. To last 4.5 minutes with someone of that plateau of training in jiu-jitsu, it was like supreme at that time.
Yeah, it was still very if you think of the early days of the UFC, that was still very unknown, right? They altered and changed how people perceive mixed martial arts, right?
Yeah, no gloves, no time limit, no weight division.
Yeah.
I'm like, how could someone not want to do that? That's so fucking exciting, man.
Yeah.
I get the shivers when I think about it.
It's as close as you're going to get to a blood sport movie in real life, right? At that time, that was kind of the transition and that's what I think attracted a lot of. Martial art movies were so popular then, and I think that's what attracted a lot of people to the UFC. The early UFC was just that raw, like no weight class, different martial arts, who's the best, and obviously it's so evolved to the point where everybody is so well rounded nowadays. But it was so interesting seeing that at the beginning stages, right?
And after I fought Royce, I met Elio and the rest of the family and everyone. I was appointed the commissioner of the UFC.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, yes, for 2 years. And what I did was I set up the fights. I created the super fight.
Yeah.
I went to court. I designed all the basic rules for MMA competition in the different AAU compatible organizations. I wrote the original rules and regs for that. I did that for about 2 years, and I'm an avid believer in the sport, but some of the things that I saw go on corruption kind of stuff. One fighter's paid zero, the other one's paid 50,000. Just so much crazy stuff. And
that's somewhat got a little better. I would say it's only been the last 3 or 4 years, 5 years maybe. I mean, if you look even as of 8, 9, 10 years ago, I mean, athletes in the UFC were making more off sponsorship than they were off their thing, right? I mean, you get a new UFC athlete, he was getting, if he was lucky, 5 and 5. Some was 25 and 25. So even 5 and 5, even if they win $10,000 to train for 3 months, pay your trainers, pay your manager, pay your nutritionist, pay your personal trainer, you're done. You're in a negative by the time you actually fight.
For sure.